Greetings, luminous souls, and welcome to the 99 Infinite Supply Club, where we have weekly webinars that help allow and evoke more freedom and transformation, creating through the quantum field. Now, it's a coaching style type platform. However, we like to be known more as way showers and guides, helping you along your journey. After all, we're pieces of the puzzle. All of us are pieces of the puzzle. So when we get together and we share, we help put those pieces of the puzzle together, creating a whole new world that we want to live and be a part of. So thank you for sharing, for liking, for subscribing, and there is a link in the description, so make sure you click on that to join us for the next meeting. All right, let's dive into the next episode.
I just feel like I've been on this spiritual journey, and money has never made sense to me. I just have always struggled with it, and it's just the frequency of it. I'm such a feeler, and so the idea of all this programming within myself of that it's fearful, it doesn't grow on trees. I was taught by my mom to lack and to give, and so just the traditional story. But at the same time, it's been every ounce of my being has just struggled with money and the frequency of it. And so when I read the book, it was like I felt a different frequency and the words aligned with my truth. And so it was like, holy shit, okay, for the first time I can actually feel money differently. It doesn't feel scary, it feels free, it feels flow, it feels me. So I guess for me, that's kind of what the overall of why I'm here. And it was just I felt it was truth, and then I read at the end, it was a channeled message. And I'm like, thank you for being a vessel, because I feel that exact channeled message. And it's honestly, for 40 years, I've struggled with the idea of money. And just for something within all my programming and letting shit go, it's holy shit. Oh man. So I don't know. I just felt so connected to it, and all of it. So just kind of open the door to you and your
Beautiful.
energy, and just what's next. And I love the idea of donation based. I have every degree imaginable. I'm a social worker, I'm a teacher, I am this, I am that, I'm every fucking thing. I'm a facilitator, but I've never known how to do any of my services for money. So I love the idea of donation based stuff. And so just there was lots
Yay.
of levels within I was drawn to. It wasn't just the book, it wasn't just the
Yeah.
TikToks, it was the
Cool.
whole vibration of all of it resonated with my
And
soul.
that's what's available here, I think, is as we in every moment we can tune to what we don't have, or the uncomfortable boots, or the ones that we want to have that we don't have, right? Or we can tune to all this stuff that we do have, that are going the amp is turned up to 11, everything is working perfectly in some areas of our lives. And that's the control that we really have. Is what do we want to focus on right now? Do we want to focus on the story of the past, which there only is now? Scientists proven now there's only now, right? The past, it's just your perception of what something happened anyway. It's not even really what really happened, right? It's just your version of it, and it's somebody else's version of it, and based on what was running through their minds, or what movies they had been watching, or what their parents told them, or and so it's I think the invitation here is, let's write the story the way we want it to be, and let's bring that story with us everywhere that we go, the way we want it to be, even though there might be things that aren't working out exactly how we want them to be right now. We're never going to get to that point. When we get to the moment where everything is completely exactly how we want it to be, we probably leave the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Experiences over at that point. Into the allness of everything. Yes.
You guys start this club together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was kind of
We've
trying to figure it out.
Yeah, we've been on this really same wavelength since like around 2019,
Awesome.
2018 when we
Yeah.
met. And we went and took some self-leadership courses because we both had hired coaches. We both had businesses. We cared a lot of we cared a lot about money. We thought that was the path to getting what we wanted. It's not that we didn't want to help people. That was 100% in there as well. And we thought that a large amount of money would make us feel better.
Mm-hmm.
And what we learned, so we'd hired these coaches. We circulated a lot of money to the coaches. I was paying one coach $2,600 a month.
Holy moly.
And what were you paying your coach?
Yeah, I was paying $3,000 a month. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I had another coach who was helping me meditate at the same time. He was $350 an hour, which is kind of funny now looking back at it. And so we both had these overheads of like with the intention of making ourselves better for the people around us and for ourselves and for achieving what we wanted to achieve. And so we both booked ourselves into this self-expression leadership courses. And we met each other in there. And when you meet somebody and it's like something about them, like for him, it was like the shirt he was wearing that day. I was like, man, I really like that shirt. Something about that shirt on that guy. I got to talk to that guy or something like that, when you meet like your soul tribe.
Mm-hmm.
And we connected and we did, yeah. And we did some exercises together where we shared with each other. And that's what this is all about. The idea is that as we come together and we share, we move that energy through us and out of us. So we can bless it. We can love it. We can give our inner child a hug.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can move on in a sense to like how we want to perceive, because all the science is showing us that the way things occur to us it's all in our head. It's all up to us. Do I focus on the ankle that's hurting, or do I focus that I'm out here in nature, and free and healthy and like I can see. There's some guys that have one leg that are working, figuring out how to ski. I've got two legs. Lucky me. Like I always have that choice. What can I focus on? And I think that's what this is about, is how can we come together regularly and just tell the story the way we want it to be.
Yeah, I love it. I went with my niece last night. She was adamant to hang out with me. She's 8. And so we were having dinner, and I believe that children are, completely connected to source and will just, we work together with kids. Anyways, I said, do you have any wisdom for me? Because every time I'm with her, if I ask her that, it's like she's able to just like, and instantly she goes, you need to have more fun. And she's like, you're so serious. You need to have more fun. She's like, when you're alone, Auntie, you need to have more fun. And I've been really like tapping into, I'm starting week 3 of just trying to tap into my creativity. I've been like using like a ruler to get, make lines and colors. And I've been using finger paints to like tap into that little inner child within me. Right? And so she's like, you just need to have fun. When you're alone, just play. Just play. Just have fun. And so she just kept saying that. And then when I opened up your book, when I got home, like I don't know, 4th lesson or 4th page was
don't
play,
be so serious.
like
Play.
be playful. And then I started laughing. I'm like, of course. Like,
yeah.
So I feel like your book was just a big serendipity for me. And so maybe the book was to guide me to you guys. I just am a big follower of energy, and where it flows is where I go. And I really wanted to like get a group that devotes time to each other, like our tribe, because I live in like rural Minnesota. Like I feel like I'm guided to be here in the trenches, and there's no one else like me here. So the fact that are you in Colorado too, Hoot?
yes, I am. Yeah.
Okay. So like, yeah, I vibe with people like are in the mountains, like Utah and Colorado. And so it's like, when I saw this, I didn't really understand what it was because there really wasn't a description. I just was like, I need to join it. And so never would I have guessed like a tribe that would come to me as you guys, but maybe it is the beginning of something, and it's all built around just like it says, like, infinite, like the Infinite Supply Club.
Yes, infinite supply.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is.
Playing with the world.
I think it's cool. So it's fun how the universe brought me here and the serendipity within your book, and now meeting you, Hoots, and
Yeah,
Kind of fun.
more freedom and transformation through all of this,
Mm-hmm.
being the change that we want to see in the world.
Exactly.
Let's create these new systems, allow the old to crumble, and invite in the new systems that have been created in the world. And
Exactly.
it's the more of us that tune into that, then we'll see it. The sooner we'll see it, because it's already
How long have
here.
you guys been doing this club?
We just started it last week.
We just started.
Really? This is the
Yeah.
second week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Victory.
I needed to be the base with you guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love that.
We've been
You
waiting
needed
for
you needed the divine feminine to show up and balance your asses out.
Exactly. Balance and everything.
Just kidding. But not really.
No, I love that.
Joking, not joking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Having fun, right? Auntie, have fun.
Yes.
Yes.
I used to have so much fun, and then I just got so fucking serious in this journey.
Well, let's
So it's
just
like
tell
I'm
the story this
remembering.
way. I used to have so much fun, and now I'm tapping back into that.
Absolutely, 100%.
And now I'm
You know?
having more fun than I ever have.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, like, I mean, some of my TikToks, I've just been really blessed. A lot of people have been tuning in, and people are looking for. I mean, this one of the video I did like yesterday, day before, got like 500,000 views right now, and it's all about just sharing guidance with them. Like, I'm being a reflection. I'm being a permission slip for their higher mind. Really, is
1
what's
billion
happening.
percent.
Yes, and it's really just about tuning into what you already have right now
Absolutely.
and not getting tied up in what you don't have right now that's over there. Just turn the other cheek for a while, and let's like I used to talk about a 7-day vegan challenge, like a 7-day like love what you have right now challenge. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And then let's come together in these meetings and talk about like the good things that are happening and vibrate on that side of things for as long as humanly possible.
For
And
sure.
when people ask us what's going on, let's just tell people about the good things that are going on and get excited about it, you know, and share that excitement, because what happens is you become a candle for their candle. You light their
Mm-hmm.
candle, you know? And I mean, I was standing next to a ski instructor today. He's been there 20 years, and he was whining about something. And I just said, you know, it always works out for me. I just show up and ask, how can I help? And I get lucky. And things work out well for me. I'm very fortunate, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I think we stop measuring our experience in the terms of like dollars or Bitcoin or yuan or whatever they are. And we start like, money is like secondary to us. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we had to attract these trillions of cells to be here right now. We attracted our parents. We attracted the places we're sitting in. We attracted the roofs that are over our head. Doesn't matter how those things got there. We have them now. And I think the more clarity we get on the fact that we can be happy with what we have now, then we invite more things to come into our life that we can be happy for. But we're not doing it for that reason. We're just doing it for the fact that it feels good to be happy with what we have right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that the TikToks about those two women talking about like the quantum theory of like money and just shifting the frequency of your thought, like how they described it, it just resonated so deeply. And it was like, duh. It was almost like a knowing how duh. Like how it was just like one tiny awareness and it like shifted. And then it just kind of kept leading me, and then it led me to the book. Now it led me here. And it was just like this tiny little tweak. And it was very fascinating how I felt like the way they described it was resonant to my soul. And I've been living in this planet where money has never been taught to me with through alignment of love, and you receive and then you give simultaneously. You know, it's always been just like a low vibrational frequency of it. So to like be able to take all this, you know, journey that I've been on and be able to now associate that with money and be like, oh my gosh, there's actually money that relates to me. Like I can actually feel aligned to something. It doesn't feel scary. It feels free. It feels like the way that I feel inside, but now I'm aligning to it. So, oh no, I just thought that was very interesting on your TikToks. I actually looked up the one of the women to see if I could find more stuff find that video and I couldn't find it, but
Was
this
that
is really fascinating.
with Kim or Marina?
Kim, well, I think it might have been both of them. It was Kim, and then there was like, they were on a Zoom screen and she was like on the whiteboard, and you had a
Yeah.
4-part series. Do you guys do the TikToks together too?
Well,
Yeah,
he
we
got
have
me
been
into it.
this
I
last
just started doing the TikToks now
Oh, you're
too.
doing it too? Like you have your own too, Hoot?
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay,
just
I'll have to find you.
started it up.
I just started following you yesterday, Neil.
Oh, I love it.
cool.
So,
Yeah, so Marina,
Yeah,
you can find on YouTube, Marina 𝐃𝐄𝐒. That's how we found
okay.
in the other one. She's essentially sharing the keys to the kingdom, you know,
Absolutely.
like to really bring this 5D Earth into existence, and so it's such a gift, and that's when we got together so we could all share and help bring this in. It's here now, so it's just a realization for all
Yeah,
to tune into it. Yeah.
exactly. Just to remember. I've actually there's been a lot of thought within me the last like week. I've literally so much shit, letting go of so much stuff. And one of the things that I just keep reflecting on is the fact that like, yes, we are all one and we are just the reflections of each other, and how like anything like this pillow, money, like everything is just me and this hologram of a being, you know? And it's just such awareness like this week. I don't know. It's been kind of a crazy week. I don't know if it's been like for you guys, but
Well,
just so many
synchronicity,
things are connecting.
absolutely. That's the synchronicities and everything, right? So like their synchronicity are constant and they're always flowing. So it's just a matter of tuning into those, you know, and then
Mm-hmm.
you start seeing them everywhere and in everything. And that's when you know you're like vibrating purely in spirit, you know, just allowing to see all the magic that's around us, and it really is. There's so much more out here than we know, you know, and so it
Yeah,
makes this journey so fun, tuning into that, tuning
for
into
sure. I
the
just love it. And
non-physical.
so so to get like a little technical, I've studied. So Marina 𝐃𝐄𝐒 has 4 books out, or maybe 5. You can read those. They're donation based. You can download them for free right now on our website, marinajkobi.com,
okay.
JACOBI. And she has these videos on YouTube, season 1, episodes 1 through 5. Those are worth studying. And the reason is that the way that the quantum field works, it's not some like you need 7 degrees to figure it out. It's actually really intuitive. It's like math. They made it a way that, well, there's intuitive math, vortex mathematics. It's really intuitive to you. And so when you start watching her videos, your consciousness starts to take in what it is, imprints on you, how the quantum field works, which is the same thing as if you go to watch a movie and it's got like guns and violence in it, your consciousness imprints that too and creates that in the world. So if
Mm-hmm.
instead of doing that, you can tune to these videos the Marina put out, um, season 1, episodes 1 through 5, and she talks for like the first 15-20 minutes. And I'm not gonna say, like, it sounds a little crazy sometimes. She's like, I talk to my guys and they channel this stuff to me, and there's ETs involved and all this stuff. But if you can look past that and really just take in what the information is, that is the keys to the quantum kingdom. And that's what this quantum banking and quantum money and quantum world we live in
Mm.
is, how it works. It's sort of like this. Like if you're sad, you're in a different dimension than when you're happy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not to make sad wrong. It's just that to like give you the tools to create the dimension that you want to have on a regular basis. And your world just gets giddy. Like it just gets giddy. Like things just get good. and and so it's the idea is that the more you're in lack, like, oh, I don't have this thing that I really wish that I had, or, you know, I really need this brand of a car in order for me to feel good, or whatever it is. Sorry, it's getting dark where I am. You know, then you're vibrating in a different dimension than the dimension of, oh, I have everything that I need right now. Thank you, bless you, source, God, whatever, you know, technology, everything that's supporting us and having this communion right now. And the idea is to get out of that other dimension and get into this dimension, through appreciating what's around you all the time. And the sages have been talking about this for thousands of years. The Eastern religions, the guy, can't think of his name off the top of my head, but the Gandhis and the Mother Teresas and the Mujis and the Sadhgurus and the Abraham Hicks, and they're all talking the same thing, which is, you know, how to appreciate more in the now. But this gives you the technical, like, oh yeah, that's nice, be happy, that sounds great. But this gives you like, oh no, actually, when you go back to the 0 point energy field, you create from that. So something comes along in your life and you react to it negatively, like the bill comes and it's 1,500 instead of 30, or it's, you know, whatever, you give a vibration off through your thoughts. If you're like, oh shit, is this payment going to go through? Or, you know, oh, I shouldn't have spent this much money. That's a vibration. That's a dimension. And when you create from that, you create circumstances to reflect that back to you. And instead of, oh, I'm so thankful that this card works and I put it down and I got what I needed right now. Or, you know what I mean? And it's not about not having any bad of those other thoughts. It's just about having less of them and slowly moving the needle over here more and more. And then more and more and more things start to work out for you. So I think for me, if it's okay with you, Tara, we'll link this in my link tree. This meeting today is like the last one, and we'll let people sign up for the next one, and we'll just build this group over time of people who want to come and focus in the way that we're focused. And today I don't know, I just think it would be cool for us to do this on a regular basis and show up kind of like we would show up for each other. You know, we'd show up for our families and things like that, and focus our energy in this new, it's not really new way, but way of this dimension that we want to live in together.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
Yeah. And I think,
go ahead.
well, I don't really like the term homework at all, you know, but so instead we could just say like the recommended reading for today, or the thing that you can do on your own time, is go and watch those videos from Marina Jacoby on YouTube, episodes 1 through 5, and just have fun with it. And the 5th one is all about energy philanthropy, which we can get into that, and how you can give your talents with love and feel, it's like, use it as a permission slip to feel really good doing what your highest excitement is, and to not be attached to the money, or, you know, oh, I'm worthy of that or this. Maybe there's a really beautiful experience inside of something that doesn't pay as well as you might think that you're worthy for, but that experience is priceless. Even if you had $1 billion, you couldn't pay for that experience.
For sure. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch him. I'm a nerd like that. I get very technical. Probably I'll do. That's why we're all in this room together right now.
Yeah, and I love that. I love it. Yeah, because we have a channel on YouTube, so if it's okay if we share this, you know, if you're okay with that.
Yeah, okay.
And then that will be on his link tree too. And then, yeah. No, it's Waking Vibrations. It's a nonprofit that we started as well. So
cool, you guys. I just love it.
And then it's also Waking Vibrations channel on YouTube. So yeah, so I was just spreading awareness, word to be that change in the world, right? So
we're not attached to the outcome, because in life there's so much beauty and freedom that you get when you're not attached to the outcome. You have more fun with it, you play more with it, you know what I mean? Like, the serious part of us is like, has to look like ABC, or has to look like this person has it look. No, it doesn't. Your soul is here for a different experience than that person, and your soul can take you on journeys that you can't even imagine. Will have you in tears, because they'll make you so happy.
Oh, I'm aware.
Yes.
I'm here I'm here.
Yes.
We're here, we're going through this together,
Yeah,
making an adventure.
exactly.
What do you think people get? What did you get by having a higher consciousness? Like, not to make anybody on a lower consciousness or anything, but like, what has been good for you inside of being more aware of how this reality really works?
What has been good for me inside of how this reality really works is realizing that anything from my, that has come from my ego, which, I've learned to distinguish the difference between, my ego and small story compared to who I truly am, which is this spiritual being, and I'm being guided by a higher presence. And when I'm tuned into that, everything is wonderful, beautiful coming my way. Even when challenges arrive, I can look at it and smile at it more, So it's just an awareness that I'm much more than this body, and much more than these five senses that I, it's beyond that. It's seeing with my inner eye and hearing with my inner ear that really is exciting.
What does that give you though? When you're able, when a challenge comes up and you're able to smile at it, what does that give you? Like, if you can use an emotional word, like, what does that give you?
It gives me clarity and love. Love. Nice. See the love in everything, love.
Yeah, see the love in everything. And what does that give you?
More love. Yeah, when I'm in that vibration, it's just like higher and higher octaves of love start flowing my way, like, and new levels of it. Like, I love doing CE5, and that's close encounters of fifth kind, and that's contacting ETs through consciousness. And I love that because I have had connection, and I've felt highest octaves of love from them. And it's so uncomfortable that it's so much love that it's uncomfortable. And then you sit in that love, and in that uncomfortable love, until it becomes comfortable. And then whoosh, a higher octave of love comes washing over you. And it is such a gift. And that can be with everyday life. You don't have to be doing CE5 protocols, it's just like everyday life, especially meditation. So it's such a gift, my man. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's freedom. For me, it's like, okay, this challenge can come up. It's not my preferred outcome. So let's just smile at it anyway, and let me go back to focusing on what is my preferred outcome that is also occurring right in this now moment. And through that, I get, because I'm not attached to, I don't need everything to work out my way. I don't need it to be perfect. I don't need, you know what I mean? Like, that sets me free. And
love
which is a part of love too,
So it is a part of love.
Because when you're a small self, an ego, or I don't even mean to talk about it negatively, like, it's not your highest version of you, right?
Yeah.
So without it, you wouldn't be here on the planet. It's a point of focus for you to have experience through. So thank you, bless you, love you, my small self and my ego. Okay.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
When you're inside of that, you like need this outcome to occur in order for you to be satisfied, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody sits around and complains that whatever is not working right in their life is their excuse to not be happy. Well, this outlook that I'm inviting people to consider is just be effing happy anyway. Get over yourself. You need that condition, that certain thing to be the way that you need it to be in order to be happy. You can just choose to be happy now anyway. And inside of that, you'll be yes, and you will set yourself free. And you have to practice it. You don't just get it and it stays that way forever. new circumstances come up in your life, and you just choose to be happy anyway.
Yeah.
And it gets easier because the more you practice, right now it's like a big thing. Yeah, well, I would be happy, but I have cancer. Or I would be happy, but 3 people died this year. I'd be happy. I don't mean to make fun of people. Those are real things. And
Yeah. No, I get you not.
it's like, right? And there's still that you can be happy now. You can be happy that you have eyesight. You can be happy that you have this breath. You can be happy. Like, it doesn't have to be some grand orchestration. And the second you shift into that, you'll start to see that there's a lot of great grand orchestrations happening for you too right now.
So many.
You live in a magical place right here, right now. All the divinity that had to go to work to give you this breath that you breathe right now is abundance. You are abundance already.
Yes.
You just forgot, and you let the media or school or your parents tell you that you weren't, because they were in some linear experience that they couldn't figure it out. But guess what? You got the keys to the kingdom now. You just have to choose to do it and stop doing that other thing that you do that makes you feel terrible. Because when you stop doing that, you'll naturally feel good.
That's just it. It's simple, isn't it? It's simple, and we make it complex. So we take you out, or we can, or the ego or the small self can make it complex, but it really is simple.
It's maybe it is simple. Maybe it's like more easily said than done. Oh, just stop thinking the old crappy thoughts that make me not feel good. Okay. And so people are like, they do that, and then something occurs to them where it's like they go back to their old habits.
Yes.
It's like,
yes.
It's like if you're skiing and you learn on the easy run, and you go out with an instructor, right? I'm doing ski instructing at Breckenridge, and you go out and you learn a new strategy on the easy run. Well, you take that now to the black run, the black diamond run, you're probably going to start making your old movements again because we increase the pitch. Well, this is a thing.
It's a great
practice. You practice, and then it gets a little more difficult, and you go back to your old habits. But the key is when it gets more difficult to still breathe through it, laugh with it, smile at it, love it, appreciate it as you. And then you level up in the video game. You do that a few times to the same circumstance. That circumstance doesn't come back anymore.
Yes. I get that.
You have to choose it, though. Nobody can do it for you. There's no book that can give it to you. You have to show up in this frequency pretty continuously. And then you get complete freedom. You're free already. You just, someone convinced you weren't. So this is me and Hood and everybody who wants to be a part of this coming together so that we can reinforce the reality that we want to live in, rather than by like being like a ping pong ball. Whatever comes in our way, we tune to it. If it doesn't make us feel good, we feel bad. If it does make us feel good, we feel good. This is just feeling good anyway.
Yes, indeed. Just feeling good anyways. And anything that comes in. What's that?
Yeah. And it gets easier, guys. It just gets easier and easier as time goes on.
Yes, it does.
The hardest part is the part you're on right now. In fact, the hardest part was the part you were on a month ago. It just is all downhill from here. If you got this far, you've already overcome a lot. So,
and we've got this far. So yes, what a gift.
Yeah. We already made it. You already made it. We're just dreaming our way there. And it's about now for me circulating my energy in a way that creates more of what I want to see in the world. So if that means being the change, doing things donation-based, means if whether you have money or you don't have money, you still get access to what we're doing here. You still get access. I reached you through a TikTok video, or we reached you through a YouTube video or whatever. That's because consciousness orchestrated this for you. You created this. This is a projection of your own consciousness, and it's for you. And now all you have to do is choose it and show up with your actions, because actions are the language of 3D reality. If you want to sit back and wait for this to come to you, this new era, it'll still come to you. I'm not saying it won't. It's just like, you can have it now if you just act now. And I'm not asking you to act by like paying a certain amount of money. It's just to show up and choose this freedom for yourself.
Yes. Choose this freedom for myself. Yeah, it reminded me of something that, you know, the Kyle C shared about the caterpillar, you know, comes up to a wall, and you can either just see that wall and be like, oh man, there's no way I can get over this wall. I'm just going to give up and just be here. You know, it's like, it's the victim consciousness, right? Or there's, you know, you're the person that's the doer action, do all the actions. You can just climb. You're going to be that caterpillar and just climb over that wall, you know, do everything that you can to get to the other side. So by taking a lot of action, and you can do that too, but that's with a lot of action and a lot of energy expired. Or you can just sit there, and that's like manifestor consciousness. Or you could just sit there on that side of the wall and just allow and wait and transform into the butterfly to where you can fly, and you can fly anywhere you want to fly. So that's the transformation.
Yeah, but the butterfly still does something. The butterfly has to flex its wings to build the muscles in it, to break the cocoon that it's in as a caterpillar, and so it can fly away. Nobody's not doing anything here. Like you there's an action component of being in 3D reality. It doesn't mean that you need to like build a building all the way to the end. It just means you need to take the first steps of figure, you know, what are the building blocks we're going to use here, like, and then get and do some things. You can't just wait for this to come to you, because you won't be able to see it, because the reason is everything in the universe is frequency. So you have to match the frequency of that reality that you want to see if you want to see it.
Yes, indeed.
Like free energy is here, right? Free energy is here. Well,
yes, it is.
Why should you get free energy? Are you giving your energy freely?
I love it. I love that.
Yeah.
And I am giving my energy freely, circulating that energy. That's a great question. A great insight.
You have a gift, and it's sort of your job to figure out what your gift is and to give it to people. And when you do that, your life transforms. Everything, I shouldn't say everything, 95% of what you want, you already have. You just don't know it. If I were to take it away from you now, you'd know it. Sometimes life does that. You lose so that you can get real clarity on what really matters to you.
Yes, indeed.
And so don't do it now. Take action now, because it matters to you. Give with your heart now, with no expectation of what comes back to you. Just do it because it feels good to do it, and you can, because you're the unique puzzle piece that can help that person right now.
Yes, I am. Yeah, just like you're sharing with all the different mystics and spiritual leaders throughout time, you know, that they all are sharing the same message, just with different voices. And so that's what I love about this. We are all those puzzle pieces, and we get together and share, and someone's voice resonates with someone more than another. And by that way, we put those pieces of the puzzle together and look, oh yeah, we're in a 5D earth now, you know? So it's like just sharing, and sharing from the heart, for sure. I love that.
Beautiful. Well, Hoot, thanks for organizing this Zoom call tonight. I really appreciate it, and I always love talking to you. And it's nice that Tara hopped on here, and anybody else who's listening, I'm thankful for your presence here as well.
I'm thankful.
This was created for you.
It is created for you. Yeah. Yeah, be sure to like and subscribe and help spread this awareness, and let's grow this and all share it together and create that world all in the sharing. Yeah. So thank you tuning in. Thanks for us getting together and having this mutual energy exchange and re-knowing ourselves in a higher octave.